Hey everyone, and welcome to this explainer. If you're a creator, you already know the hustle. Well, today we're unpacking the massive Facebook content monetization updates rolling out for 2026. The platform is fundamentally shifting how creators get paid, expanding way beyond just video, and they're introducing some incredibly strict new metrics. So let's dive right into this and make sure you're perfectly positioned to capitalize on these huge changes.
Here's our roadmap for today's explainer. We're going to cover the $3 billion opportunity, what makes a qualified view, the true power of watch time, exactly why views get rejected, how to boost your earnings rate, and finally, the invitation-only program. All right, let's jump in.
Section 1, the $3 billion opportunity and the new era of monetization. $3 billion. Wow, right? That is the absolute jaw-dropping figure Facebook paid out to creators in 2025. It's a staggering amount of money, and it proves the undeniable value of mastering these platform rules. Facebook is heavily investing in its creator ecosystem right now. But how that money is actually being divided up, well, that might completely surprise you.
You'd probably assume all that cash went straight to video creators, right? Well, think again. Nearly 40% of those earnings came from stories, photos, and even text posts. That means if you thought you had to be some exhausted full-time video editor to make money on Facebook, you can finally breathe a sigh of relief. If you can write engaging text or take a compelling photo, you are now a fully monetizable creator. It's really a game changer.
Moving right along to Section 2, what are qualified views? This is your new anchor metric.
Okay, so here is the absolute most crucial vocabulary word you need to know today, the qualified view. Honestly, moving forward, raw view counts are essentially just vanity metrics. Facebook simply doesn't care if your post hit 1 million views if those views don't meet their strict eligibility criteria. A qualified view is one that successfully passes all of Facebook's monetization policies and technical hurdles. It's literally the only type of view that will actually put money in your pocket.
Let's walk through how this math actually plays out in the real world. Imagine you drop a brand new reel and it hits 10,000 total views. You're probably popping champagne. But hold on a second. Facebook's algorithm comes in and scrubs the data. First, it subtracts 2,000 views because people scrolled past after just 2 seconds. Then, it removes another 1,000 because one of your superfans just watched it on a loop. And finally, it docks 500 views because a specific segment contained a minor policy violation. So suddenly, your 10,000 views shrink to just 6,500 total qualified views. And that 6,500? That is the exact number your payout is based on.
Section 3, the power of watch time. Let's talk about how the algorithm chooses its winners. Let's compare 2 scenarios. We've got Creator A and Creator B, and they both post a 15-second reel. Creator A manages to keep folks watching for an average of 13 seconds. Creator B, on the other hand, loses them after just 4 seconds. Facebook's algorithm is absolutely going to heavily favor Creator A. Why? It's simple. Creator A is keeping users on the platform longer. Higher watch time signals high-quality content to the system, meaning Creator A is going to earn significantly more even if their initial raw view count was lower than Creator B's. But remember, watch time is really only half the battle. Engagement is the other. Imagine Reel A and Reel B are both sitting at exactly 20,000 views. But Reel A is a total ghost town. Just 150 likes and a couple of comments. Meanwhile, Reel B is popping off with 1,500 likes, 350 comments, and 250 shares. The algorithm sees Reel B creating this massive community reaction. It's going to aggressively push Reel B into the feeds of new users, multiplying those qualified views and skyrocketing the creator's earnings, while Reel A just sort of fizzles out.
Now, here's a quick heads up. Where your audience actually lives completely changes the math. Geography plays a major role in your final payouts. 10,000 strictly qualified views from viewers in India will generate a vastly different earning amount than 10,000 qualified views from folks in the USA. This just comes down to different advertising markets and ad rates in those regions. So, knowing your audience's location is a totally critical factor in understanding your overall revenue ceiling.
Which brings us to Section 4, why views get rejected and how to avoid the 12 major pitfalls.
Facebook has actually outlined 12 specific reasons a view can get rejected. The first batch deals entirely with policy and administrative issues. Now, some of these are honestly just simple user errors, like manually leaving your monetization turned off or forgetting to finish your bank and tax setup. Others are way more severe. Community guideline strikes, posting fake news or spam, or, and this is a big warning for you, cross-posting. If you download a video from YouTube and just re-upload it directly to Facebook, you won't earn a single cent. Originality is absolutely mandatory now. Also, keep in mind, if your content enters a copyright review, your earnings are totally frozen until it gets resolved.
The second half of these rejection rules are super technical, and honestly, this is where a lot of creators end up tripping up. You have to pay close attention to the minimum thresholds. For instance, if your video is under 10 seconds long, like a quick 8-second reel, it earns nothing. Literally zero. You have to hit at least 12 seconds just to be safe. On top of that, if a viewer bounces before the 5-second mark, that view goes straight in the trash. Add in rejections for repeat views on a loop or accidentally posting content set to friends only, and you can easily see why this technical rulebook feels like a complete minefield. Okay, let's pivot to Section 5, boosting your earnings rates and some real strategies for success.
To figure out if your strategy is actually working, you'll be monitoring a brand new metric for 2026 called the earnings rate. Think of this as your baseline. It shows you the approximate earnings you're generating per 1,000 qualified views. So for example, your dashboard might show you're making 120 rupees, or roughly $1.50, for every 1,000 views. Your entire goal as a creator from this point forward is to optimize your content so that specific rate climbs higher and higher.
So, the million-dollar question, how do we drive that rate up? Well, first things first, originality is king. Use your own face, your own voice, your own unique experience. Second, you've got to stop begging for engagement. Asking people to like and share is actually flagged as spam by the new algorithm, and it will penalize you. Instead, focus on hooking your viewers in the very first 3 seconds. Diversify your content into photos and text to capture different slices of your audience. At the end of the day, just create genuinely helpful, highly entertaining content that drives natural, organic sharing. That's the real cheat code.
Let's wrap things up with Section 6, the invitation-only program, and how to navigate this rollout.
Okay, so here's the deal. Currently, this incredible new system is completely gated. It's an invitation-only program. Right now, if your page is in good standing, you're more than likely at step 1, sitting on the waiting list. Your job, every single day while you're on this list, is to perform. Post those original reels, write those super engaging text posts, and build up your watch time. By proving your value to the algorithm right now, you trigger step 2, getting that official meta invitation. And once you accept that, step 3 unlocks and your content monetization is fully enabled across the whole shebang.
Wow, okay, we've covered a tremendous amount of ground in this explainer today, from that mind-blowing $3 billion payout to the exact nitty-gritty math behind a qualified view. But I really want to leave you with this to spark your creativity. Knowing that a simple, well-crafted photo or a highly engaging text post can now earn you cold, hard cash right alongside your videos, what is going to be your very first post under this new 2026 strategy? Start brainstorming, get out there and create, and take full advantage of this massive opportunity. Thanks for hanging out with me for this explainer, and keep creating!